Hello, day 58.
Of the 29th year and beyond. Hi.
Hello.
Did you know I was a cheerleader?
I do. I didn't know that you were. I know that you are.
Yeah, in middle school, Kenmore Junior High, I was a cheerleader.
Rah, rah, rah. Sis boom bah.
I'm still a cheerleader.
Yes.
I'm a cheerleader for our marriage.
Absolutely. As am I.
And I'm a cheerleader for you. And that's what we want to talk about today. Being a cheerleader for your marriage and your spouse. Keep the outside people out, people. There will always be people that want to tell you how to raise your children, where you should live, what jobs you should take, how come he didn't buy you this, why didn't he do this for your birthday, why didn't she do this for you. No. Be a cheerleader for, I tell people all the time, you're not going to say anything negative about him because I love me some him and he does a lot for me that people don't see.
Well, and the reality is this, you don't want to invite people in. Now, there are times when you don't extend an invitation and you get all kinds of unsolicited advice.
Yes.
But be mindful at the end of the day that what really matters is what you decide is in the best interest for your marriage and for your family. It doesn't matter what examples you've had from your parents and other siblings and friends. What works for everybody else doesn't necessarily work for you. Mm-hmm. This is definitely another area where it's not a one-size-fit-all kind of a thing. Mm-mm. One size fits one.
That's right.
You have to be intentional about the marriage that you're going to have, the relationship that you're going to have, and you have to understand who you are and maintain the integrity of who you are in your relationship.
Definitely. Don't allow other people to, try to sway you one way or another or wrap you up into their own drama. Because people will bring their own baggage into your marriage if you open that door. They'll bring, I dated this guy, he did this, or he looks like such and such, so they bring that baggage to them, or they were in a relationship and maybe the situations are very similar. But like my mom always says, what?
A heap sees, but a few knows.
They don't know all the details. They don't know all the nuances of your marriage. They don't know all the decisions that you have sat down and made. You may be working 2 jobs as a female and he's only working 1. Well, maybe that was something that y'all decided, or maybe you're just a workaholic. They don't know.
They don't know, and they don't need to know. It reminds me of my company commander when I was stationed at Fort Bragg. He would start every meeting by saying, information is disseminated on a need-to-know basis. If you had a need to know, you would know. Okay. Since you don't know, you don't have a need to know.
That's right.
And I think that that's just wisdom. Everybody doesn't need to be privy to how you make your decisions and why you've made decisions.
Right.
Again, as long as you are making decisions together for the best interest of your marriage and your family, that's all that matters. I've been telling people for the best part of my life, your opinion of me is none of my business, because everybody will have an opinion about what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should be, how you should act, how your children should behave, what your wife should do, and all that. It really doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what we decide for our family.
That's right. And that really is all that matters. And so, just very simple. Keep other people out of your marriage. Talk to each other. Communicate, and communicate. And if you do that, you too can make it to 29 years and beyond.
But you definitely need to be the cheerleader for one another, because there's going to be times where each of you may feel like you could take on the world, and then there'll be those times where you feel vulnerable and you need somebody to be the wind beneath your wings, as it were. Wow. And that is the responsibility of each spouse. There are times when Gail is just flapping and flapping and I'm trying to keep up, and then vice versa. But there are times where, she may need my support, and the same thing. I would need her support. It's never one-sided. And so be mindful to be the cheerleader. Be the cheerleader for the one that you love.
Definitely.
Give me an L. Give me an O. Give me a V. Give me an E. What does it spell? Love. Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.